What other things?
I'm just looking for other items that like you guys need to order so that.
So we gotta order the bathroom door in that bathroom because it rolls up and it comes from Wassertrum.
No, not Wasserstrom.
Oh.
It comes. It's a company called Rollick, R-O-L-L-I-C-K that makes those.
Okay, Rollick. R-O-L-L-I-C-K, and it's on there, right?
Mm-hmm. Where it is, find that.
And you're okay with either one of the sides having the 15-inch placard board that goes on?
I mean, that's basically where the customers will be ordering. So I think we will probably want it on this side because
Okay.
you're going to be, it's like standing at the register.
So it's
like,
on the right.
Where is it,
Yeah.
most visible or easier to see?
Mm-hmm. Just because this equals 8 feet, we have 9 feet to spare, and we have a 15-inch board still to go. It's supposed to fit next to him.
Okay, yes, the drive-through awning. That is another concern. It hasn't, that's something that you guys need to order, as well as the drive-through window and any of the bollards or like the curb, you know, the outside work.
Yes.
So this metal awning is not cookie cutter necessarily. We've kind of specified how far out we want it to go, kind of what it needs to be made out of, but you guys have to pretty much contact this company. They do, I think, make other awnings for the brand where like if we were building like a store from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
So basically you want to have them design something for you, but then probably send it to me so I can get it approved
Okay.
through the brand.
So basically, they're going to value engineer this awning for you, and you're going to approve it.
I believe so, yes. I think their standard awning that they use, like I say, if you were building a store from the ground up, most likely is what would work here.
Yeah.
I just don't have that currently anywhere else, so I'm not sure.
Okay. So we'll start with their standard drive-through awning and see if they need to tweak it.
Yep. And the drive-through window needs to be ordered by you guys, obviously a major item.
The drive-through window needs to be ordered right away because I'm going to have a hole in the wall.
Ah, yes, here it is, 2x4 wall.
What are you looking at there?
That's the mop sink, the
Okay.
walls, yeah, so.
That's where we want to stick a shelf in if we can,
Most likely, yeah.
next to the water heater.
Well, basically above the edge of the 3-compartment sink on this wall, yeah.
Above the edge of the
Kind of
3-compartment sink, right there, next to the water heater.
But I will find that and figure it out.
We'll see if we can encroach into the water heater space a little bit.
Well, I think this water heater sits on top of that. I don't think it goes that far down.
Right,
So,
okay.
yeah, it's
You think it sits above the ceiling? Or
not above the ceiling,
or
but this is, I think, like,
above the mop sink? Well, the water heater,
my other ones are above the mop sink.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, it's not really that tall, the actual.
nice,
mop sink.
okay. I can get something all the way to the wall underneath the water heater then.
This is another thing, the lamplight beams. I'll show you those at the other store, but they're like these fake wood beam looking things that attach to the ceiling grid. But those are kind of a long lead time item. There's a couple things there. Basically, when you like, you need to order them ASAP probably.
Okay.
And then what they do is I think they construct them too big for the store.
Yeah.
And then once you get far enough along, they will send you something that is like to verify the dimensions exactly.
And they'll cut
then
them
they'll
to
cut them
size
just to make sure.
and ship them.
Yes.
Okay. So once my ceiling grid is up, I tell them, cut them.
Right.
I order them now. They make them too big.
Yeah.
My ceiling grid goes up. I measure exact.
Yeah. Field
I
measure.
tell them to cut them,
Give them
and
any
they ship.
adjustments. Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll have to get their information from them. That is their whatever template they're using.
Okay.
For you to like verify that.
All right.
And then the only other major item. Trying to think. Oh yes, this door is like, I wanted an extra door for like deliveries and stuff, which is like why this is going in here. The AC unit was kind of like the constraining item out here.
I see.
So really, we can go as close as needed to this
I
AC
understand.
unit,
Mm-hmm.
and then this retail cooler, basically you want it closer to the register, so it's on the inner side of that, you know.
I understand.
Even though the AC unit is kind of a real pain, it's kind of, we would technically want it the opposite, right? Like
Yeah.
put the door over here so that it's like they just go in the back. But anyways, that's kind of why the electrical's on this side, and we want the retail cooler here.
There wasn't any other way to do it
Uh,
because the unit's there.
Yeah, and basically the light switches, I have them like kind of hidden behind this retail cooler.
Yeah.
And the idea is our employees, our staff will also come in this door when they first open.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I don't want really light switches over here anyways, where customers might turn them on and off.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing is, I'm not sure if it got, you know, included on here, but we want the menu boards, the exterior menu board, as well as this menu board, tied into the light switches.
Right. You want to be able to switch one bank of light switches and hit the
Yeah.
lights and the menu boards
Yeah.
in and out as you leave, as you come. That's
Yes.
understandable.
I mean, the menu boards, let's say if you've got one switch for like back of the house,
Mm-hmm.
and right here, you could have like a separate switch. Like basically, if the menu boards are on, it's because we're open and ready to serve customers, and the front of this would also be on. You
Sure.
know what I mean?
I do.
So if you tied it into something or like separated them,
Mm-hmm.
you'd probably want the back of the house separate from like front of the house and the menu boards.
Yep.
But if you connect the menu boards to some of the ceiling lighting, like it's not its own separate switch, then you would want to connect it to the front of the house.
Okay. But you don't mind if the menu boards are on a home run? Their own switch?
Correct.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right.
And then what we typically have in the bathroom is one of those lights that
Yeah.
it's a sensor,
A sensor.
and it's on a timer.
Mm-hmm. Point out the menu boards again. You have the outside,
The outside menu board,
right?
and then the ones that are hanging
And the
here.
9-foot, yeah, okay. Those are the two,
Yes.
okay.
And that's really all I can think of. I could probably just, if you want to just take a quick run over to the other store.
All right.
I have